What's up, guys? So, look, I want to talk about this lending space. I've seen a couple of guys talk about it, and I've had a couple questions about how I feel about it. Do I feel like it's good for crypto? Not good for crypto? And some people just aren't cut out for the space, man. You know what I mean? Some people are really, really soft. They turn on YouTube and they see people crying and shit about losing their money in BitConnect and losing their money in these platforms. Look, I never once fucking cried. Why? Because what am I going to cry for? I mean, if I cry, it's personal. I'm not going to cry because of what the company did. I'm not going to cry because I'm going to cry because I got myself into it and I have to pay the consequences. You know what I mean? But going back to what I think about the lending space, I believe the lending space right now, until proven otherwise, is absolute garbage. It is a garbage, cancerous cesspool of greed. It represents greed at its finest, not only from these developers, or if you want to call them developers, I just call them straight up scammers, but down to the people who exploit every avenue they can to try to get an up. You know what I mean? I didn't think about it like that at first. I thought about it as it is a really, don't get me wrong, we're all greedy to a certain extent, but the lending platform from a developer standpoint to me is just the ultimate money grab, man. And I feel like there's too many scammers in the lending side. There's nothing proven to show that a real working model can work without being a Ponzi. And until then, it's just a big Ponzi. It's just a big fucking mess. Throw your money in, get big, everybody gets paid until one day you don't. And then the real, like I said, I've always said, like the real test of a lending platform is its longevity. Not necessarily its sincerity or its what do you call it, authenticity about what it's doing. Is just its longevity. You know what I mean? None of these motherfuckers, I'm not gonna say none of them. I'm not gonna say none of them because there are bots out there that actually do trading. What I'm going to say is that none of these platforms have yet to really prove a working model before collapsing on themselves. They can't do it. They're all going to collapse. Every single platform, every single one of them, they're all the same. They're all the same. BitConnect, they're all the same. Devore, it doesn't matter. Everybody's on Devore's nuts right now because Devore's doing the best. Whatever the best means. The best means they're paying you. And the thing is that a lot of people are looking now at like Craig Grant, Trayvon, and all them, and they're like, what are they going to? Because whatever they go to, it's bound to last for a good while. And you're gonna have people that follow like that follow that structure. They're gonna follow wherever they go. So in sense of people being mad at them, don't, because the people that follow them are going to follow them right to the next platform. So they're straight. They're taken care of. Those people are going to follow them regardless. You know what I mean? So because they're chasing the money too. But yeah, the lending platform is foul, man. It's foul. It's garbage. Every single company does the same exact shit. They all have the same exact excuses. It's all the same. But one thing that they all have in common is that in the beginning, or whenever their inception is, when they throw that fucking ICO, boy, there are no issues. Very, very, very little issues. What the fuck are they doing? There are very, very little issues with them taking your money. And if you notice, the common denominator is that none of them have an issue with taking your money, but they all have an issue with paying you back at some point. Devore hasn't hit that strike yet. I mean, they did at one point limit people on how much. I think they're still doing it on how much DAV you can withdraw from the system at one time. But you know, they all do it because it is a card game that they're playing, a stacking game that they're playing. They have to try. What they're basically doing is trying to feign the illusion that they are going to last for a long time, a longevity, because the biggest thing to bring people in is to show them security and that you have a plan to be there for the long haul. But that doesn't necessarily prove that the business model is it was created or works to sustain that kind of life cycle. So just like a normal life cycle, everything lives and dies. But what I'm saying is that these lending platforms are not optimized to run like a brand that we're used to seeing. When you go outside and you see a Dollar General, how long has Dollar General been around? When you look at a Walmart, how long has Walmart been around? Target, Kmart, all these places, 7-Eleven. I mean, any place or business of establishment that you go to, that you shop at, or that you buy from, how long have they been in business? Now you ask yourself, how can a lending platform stay in business and compete with those type of brands? How? I can tell you what they can't do. The current business model that they have now, the Ponzi, is not going to allow them to do that. So they're going to have a very short life cycle, a year at the most, 6 months if they're lucky. You know, we've seen it time and time again. Since Regal Coin, a lot of them have bowed out and dropped out. They can't handle it. So again, I'm going to tell you right now, I just put out an ICO thing last night, but I'm going to tell you right now, if you get involved with lending platforms, it is, I'm going to say it is probably the number one, is now my number one red alert item on the ballot, because next to just regular ICOs that don't have anything to do with lending. The lending platforms, they're all the same. There are companies out there that sell the algorithm, they sell the websites, you tell them what you want. There are other companies that sell you the coins, that they all are the same. 90% of them don't even run with a bot. It's just an algorithm based on the amount of money coming in and allotting the amount of money going out. That's what that's it. There's nothing fucking special about it. There's no fucking, and that's why a lot of them can't show you no damn bot. A lot of them can't show you a bot. And so the problem comes in is when there's not enough money coming back in. So, you know, that's where the issue comes in. So I'm gonna tell you, it's the biggest fucking gamble there is. Don't mess with it if you're not willing. If you're not ready to see your losses, don't mess with it, because it's gonna fuck you up. It's gonna mess you up big time. Other than that, stick with the coins, man. Stick with the legit crypto. And I'm not gonna say lending is not legit. Look, there are some real companies out there that are looking to actually do some really good things. Devore may be a good one. But what I'm saying is that when you get into it with the mindset, that it's going to end at about a year, if it's a good one. If it's not not so hot one, like we've seen some of the ones like Bankcoin open up at like $5, $10, and now shit's like 10 cents. You know, how long is that one going to be around? Probably not 6 months. You know what I mean? Like, probably won't be 6 months. If it's 10 cents, man, that just goes to show you how people feel about it. So probably not long. You know what I mean? So you definitely got to use your brain. You know what I mean? Use your brain. But in general, what's up, man? In general, the lending platform is a joke. I mean, it is a haven for greed and unscrupulous activity. So I would sincerely suggest, if you're going to get into the lending platform, get into it with a plan to get in quick and make your money. All right. Best strategy I can give you for lending platforms is to get in there quick, buy tokens at a very, very low price, hold those tokens, and in the meantime, make a decision whether or not you're going to use the tokens or not on the platform, or if you're just going to sell it off. And then as soon as that shit goes live, you sell those tokens and don't look back and move on to the next one. Play it like a regular ICO, guys. That's all I can really tell you. Or you can take your chances and gamble by loaning your money on the platform. But I'm telling you, you're gonna at some point, maybe not in the beginning, but at some point, depending on how good the company is, with communicating with the community and setting up a good rapport like Devorcoin. If they're not good like that, then sell those coins as fast as possible, because they're gonna go to the shitter. So yeah, you know what I mean. Do what you got to do, but I'm not gonna tiptoe around this lending platform thing anymore. I'm gonna tell you exactly how it is. And like I said, a lot of these lending platforms absolutely effing suck. I'm out.